Blessings, blessings, my peopleizations. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me clearly? Salute, salute, salute to each and every one of y'all. D-Boy Dev, my brother in the building. Uh-oh. Wrong thing, man. Salute to the Queen, Tiana Scott in the building. Blessings, Queen. My brother Brent Lawson in the building. AK Crowder, my brother in the building. Will Smith in the building. Chris J in the building. JJ Short Deuce in the building. Prez Mobley in the building. Callie of World, peace of blessings to the Queen, she in the building. Salute to my brother Corey King, Joseph Green, my brother in the building. Student 7 teacher, brother in the building. Pac-Man ATL Tay, my brother in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Pac-Man ATL Tay. Gis Family TV in the building. Band Up Nephew in the building. Jimmy Bernard in the building. Waya Ahunu in the building. Rick Timms III in the building. G Seto in the building. Tiny Toon is in the building. Mr. O is in the building. Joe 123 Wilson in the building. Dwayne Lowe in the building. Stockball Hour in the building. Charlie Pearsall in the building. Salute to the A. Myrick the U, my brother in the building. Cerebral One in the building. Doc Johnson in the building. T-Bugs in the building. Kevin Lau Sr. in the building. My brother Raider Tom in the building in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said, salute Blue in chat. Salute to you, King. Salute to you, King. Show Enough DJ in the building. The Queen, Yolanda Dixon in the building. Let me put my mic over here so y'all can hear me clearly. So y'all can hear me clearly. Y'all can hear me clearly. Randall 700, my brother, is in the building. P. Ollie in the building. King Far Rock 54 in the building. KG 412 in the building. Michael Pennell in the building. Square Business in the building. Nate Guwap in the building. He said this is literally the worst channel for boxing news. Okay. More like boxing gossip and BS. Okay. Jaguar Omek. What's up, family? Easy E9. What's up, family? So Nate Guwap, why don't you back up what you're saying? Gadsfield, my brother. What's up, family? Nate Guwap, I challenge you to back up what you're saying since you're standing on your square, since you're talking about this the worst channel for boxing news. Okay, so back up, stand on your square, be a man of your word. Now, now let's make a wager. Since you said this is the worst channel, let's prove it. Let's have at it. Show the people how I'm the worst channel for boxing news. Gadsfield, what's up, family? Peace of blessings to the Queen, Yolanda Dixon in the building in the super chat. Guarantee you won't back that up. The Solution, my brother in the building. Michael Jackson in the building. Devon S in the building. Appreciate you. My brother Corey King said I got 100 on Blue, and I'll double what Corey King said. I got 300. So we got 300 to your $50. Adrian Crook, what's up, family? Now come stand on your square. Nate Guwap. Jimmy Bernard, what's good? He talking about is boxing gossip. Everything in boxing is gossip. Not so smart guy. But come back up. Come stand on your square. Guarantee you won't do it. Drive by typing. Y'all just be so used to typing. Jesse Jones, what's up, family? Ty in the Sky, peace and blessings to the Queen. These dudes be doing drive-by typings. Yeah. Chris Bowen, what's up, family? Mario Wright, what's good? Mario Wright said, I got 3 G's on Blue. Sylvester Solomon, 2011, what's up, family? Box Latino TV. Dago Rock. He ain't coming back. Handolo, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He ain't coming back. He said, much love, Blue. Much love to you, King. See, it sounds good. Kevin Lausian was good. See, it sounds good to say stuff in the chat, but then when you actually got to back it up, they disappear. They fade to black. You see, it's easy for them. They think it's easy to do what we do, right? To sit here and give you news with my credibility on the line. You understand? So he came here talking about it's just gossip. What did he say, Adrian Crook? What's good? I didn't say one word. The first thing he told me is gossip. No, he's see, this is the thing, right? I already know who his favorite fighter is. See, he's not a fan of the sport of boxing. He's a fan of a fighter. Right? And he won't stand on his square. Come kick it. Nate Guwap. Come kick it. Make a few free $100 since you said this is literally the worst channel for boxing news. Okay. Who giving you better boxing news then? Come talk about it. Guarantee you he won't push the like button. Guarantee you, Yee Huncho, what's up, nephew? Guarantee you he won't come on here. They do a bunch of this in the chat. Just drive by texting. Just drive by texting. No foundation, no backbone. Just drive by texting because you can. Social media allowed that. But when you invite them to actually come on here, my brother said he got 3 G's. I got 200. My brother Corey King said he got 100 on it. You about to make 3,300? What's that? That's $3,300. Devon S was good. That's 33. Who don't want a free 3,300? Splash Master 03, Edward Torres, what's good? Who don't want a free 3,300 right now? It's free. You ain't got to do nothing for it but prove your point. Splash Master 03, what's up, family? Raider Time, what's good? Right? All you got to do is prove your point. Uh-oh, Handolo said, I got 100 on Blue. Uh-oh, now it's up to 3,400. Come prove your point. We know you need the 3,400, bro. We know you need it. The Big Punch, what's up, family? Ryan Speech, what's good? We know you need that 3,300. But like I said, he ain't going to hit the like button. He ain't going to hit that button. No, sir. No, sir. Yee Huncho, I got 100 on Uh-oh. Now you up to 3,500. You up to 3,500, bro. That's almost 4 stacks. You don't need a free 4 stacks? Nate Guwap? Clips for Judah, what's good? He said, stop capping, you blocked him, Blue. See another not so smart guy, because if I blocked him, then you would see I blocked him in the chat. Nice try. Nice try, Clips for Judah. Nice try. But if I blocked him, it's going to let everybody in this chat know I blocked him. You want to see how? You want to see how I know? Ball for Ball podcast was good. Clips for Judah. Let me show you how I know that. Let me show you. I'm going to prove my point. So you said stop capping because I blocked them, right? Cool. Let's see. You said, look, Clips for Judah. Stop the cap. You blocked them, Blue. Okay, cool. That's what he said. Stop the cap. You blocked them, Blue. Now watch this. Now, that's how it looks when you get blocked. When I block you, you see how it says you just been blocked, Clips for Judah? You see how I just said how I just blocked you? You see how it says I just blocked you? That's how you know you got blocked. The Future, what's up? So anyway, as I told you guys, right? So we're gonna have a special guest, Bernie the Boxer, is gonna be coming on, Team Crawford. We saw Bomac. Bomac came out and Bomac did an interview. And in the interview, Bomac stated that Terrence Crawford was never offered Jaron Ennis, Jamel Charlo, and done deal. What's up, family? And he was never offered Jamel Charlo, Jaron Ennis, and Erickson Lubin. He was never offered that, right? And so with that said, right, and he said that the Chris Eubanks Jr. fight is fake news. Maharbi Salam was good. That's not real news. The Chris Eubanks Jr. fight is fake news. It's not real news. So therefore, but I told you guys this, right? I said, didn't I ask you guys, and I said to you guys, how could it be possible that Terrence Crawford was offered Jaron Ennis fight when Jaron Ennis is not signed to them? Right? Jaron Ennis is not signed, and he's in a legal battle. He's in a legal battle right now with his own management and promotional company. Remember I told you guys that? And everybody came and they said, well, he's ducking Jaron Boots Ennis. And I said, how could that be the case if Jaron Ennis is not signed to the PBC? Eastside Easy, what's up? And he's in a legal battle right now to get out a deal that he's in with his former management company. Right? I told you guys that. Blue don't bring that mark on, bro. Team Spence, Oak Cliff. Salute, Jesse Jones. No, we don't have bias like that, great brother. You understand? But everybody said that he was ducking. Everybody said he was ducking. Now Bomac said that he was never even offered, as I told you guys. He was never offered the 3-fight deal. Gregory Quanbaum, what's good? Gilbert Jimenez, what's up, family? He was never offered the 3-fight deal that everybody said that he was offered. B-Rail 87, what's up, family? He was never offered that. He was never offered the Jaron Ennis fight, right? And Terrence Crawford's just in the gym. But I told you guys that how could that be the case? But y'all took that information and immediately ran with it and said that he was ducking. Y'all took the information. 7 Deuce Deuce Marine, what's good? Y'all took the information and y'all said, see, he's ducking because, again, like I said, what we do in the sport of boxing is we take what fits the narrative. Whatever fits the narrative that you want it to fit, that's what we're going to take. Whatever fits the narrative, that's what we're going to take. We're going to take that and we're going to run with it. It makes sense to you because you want it to make sense. You want it to make sense. So, of course, it's going to make sense to you because you want it to make sense. So, you can find your own narrative in anything you do in any walk of life, right? You can do this. Roll Tide for life. What's up, family? You can do this, right? You can say, Ty in the sky, peace and blessings, queen. You can fight right. 88 Sports Talk. What's up, family? You can find right in anything you do in life. Tariq Reed, what's good? Right? You can say McDonald's is good for you, because they said you should get protein in. Right? McDonald's is good for you. They say you should get protein in, so I ate a cheeseburger from McDonald's, right? Illuminati, what's up, family? Right? And you can make it a good thing. Kenny Moore, what's good? So you can say, well, this is a good thing because I needed to get protein in, and they said a cheeseburger from McDonald's is good, right? I know people that do this, right? Also, they say that Chantel Hill, what's up, family? Cheese is protein and so on and so forth, right? And you need it. You understand? We can make it fit our narrative. The Don 20 Deuce 01, what's up, family? We can Roll Tide Flight, what's good? We can make it fit the narrative that we want it to fit. That's not hard to do. So I told you guys, I said, listen, that they offered Terrence Crawford a 3-fight deal. Jamel Charlo coming off a loss to Canelo Alvarez. Erickson Lubin, understandable. And Jaron Ennis, I don't understand that. How could they offer Jaron Ennis up to Terrence Crawford when he's not signed? He's getting out of Denzel Horton. What's good? You shouted out the Illuminati. Ryan gonna get you. Oh, that's the great brother Lane. That's his name right there. So I'm just shouting out his name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ryan Garcia gonna be tight. But again, so like I said, it didn't make sense to me how Jaron Ennis could be part of the 3-fight deal when he's not signed to the PBC. And he's in a legal battle with his own company, management company. So how'd they offer him up to Terrence Crawford? Creighton Brooks was good. That made no sense. Justin Hawkins, what's up, family? That made zero sense to me. I didn't understand how could that be the case? How could that be true? Right? Because he's getting out of legal battle. And Frank Dean, what's good? Hi, Blue. Much love to you. Wishing you the best. You be knowing what you are talking about. Appreciate you, Frank Dean. Yeah, people are mad because I tell them the truth. They want to hear false truth. I could get up here and lie to you, right? But I'd rather tell you the truth. So now, the only fight out of that 3 that made sense to me was Lubin. Because Jamel Charlo doesn't even have a belt anymore. He's been stripped of the WBO. Tim Tszyu is the WBO champion. Drummond for life, what's good? He's been stripped of the WBC. Fundora is getting ready to fight for the WBC title right now. He's been stripped of the WBC title. Fundora is getting ready to fight for the WBC title. He's been stripped of the WBA title. They're going to fight for that title on, did they already fight? Oh, on Tyson Fury Usyk fight, if I'm not mistaken. One of these fights. Noah Guerrero, what's good? Jamel Charlo doesn't even have a belt right now. And he's coming off a loss. What does Terrence Crawford benefit? Tay Brown, peace of butts to the queen. Salute to the 11520 in the building. Kerry Wiggins, what's going on? So what sense does it make for Terrence Crawford, life is a gamble, what's good, to fight Jamel Charlo? Victor Griffin, what's up, family? Tell me what sense does that make? TJ Love Sports, what's good? Ax Sarbin Rog, what's up, family? Creed Boston, what's good? Now, just as a competition, I wanted to see Terrence Crawford. Randy, what's good? Man, that dude, man, somebody need to I ain't even gonna say. Coach Perry, what's up, family? Anyway, so what sense does that make for Terrence Crawford to fight Jamel Charlo? He doesn't have a belt. He's coming off of a loss. What does he get out of fighting Jamel Charlo? Absolutely nothing. Dunk Flush, what's up, family? And him fighting and beating Jamel Charlo now doesn't garner the ultimate goal for him is to get the Canelo Alvarez fight. So it doesn't make sense for him to fight Jamel Charlo, right? The Lubin fight, okay. You want to have a fight at 154, get your feet wet, so on and so forth. Understandable, right? A stay busy fight. Jaron Ennis, as I just told you, Ellis Legend, what's up, family? Jaron Ennis is not signed to the PBC. He's in a legal battle suing his management and promotional company that he's currently with. Showtime got out of business. So he was signed to Showtime and Cameron Duncan. Cameron Duncan transitioned, unfortunately, right? And Showtime got out the business of the sport of boxing after 37 years. All in a matter of months, that all came crashing down for Jaron Ennis' business part. Unfortunately for Jaron Ennis. All of that happened in a matter of months. King of Kings, what's up, family? So he's left trying to get himself out of this contract that he's in because Cameron Duncan's wife has inherited. Cameron Duncan's wife has inherited. She's inherited Jaron Boots Ennis. And they like, well, she don't even know what she don't know what to do. So he's suing them for $1 million. They didn't uphold their end of the bargain. Right? Kevin Carey, what's up, family? So again, like I said, what would be the reasoning in one of those fights? It didn't make sense, right? Okay. Now, no, Denzel Horton. Lubin is not a stay busy fight, but you understand what I'm saying is like this is an introduction fight to 154. Kentrell LeGroux, what's good? He says the true Anthony Joshua numbers did 4.2K pay-per-view buy. No. 4,000 pay-per-view buys is that don't even sound right. Come on. That's ridiculous. Anthony Joshua sold 4,000 pay-per-views versus Francis Ngannou? No way. No way, no how. $150, what's up, family? No way, no how that Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua sell 4,000 pay-per-views. That's just ridiculous. Blue, do you think Spence versus Thurman would be a big fight at 154 after Tim Tszyu fight? Yeah. Now 400,000, I can accept that. Gabe Moore, what's up, family? Ty and Scott, that's Ty and Scott. Me versus you could send 4,000 pay-per-view buys. That's not even realistic. 4,000? That's not even real. There's more people in the stadium than that. Just think about that. Blue Buzz Sports TV is Floyd Mayweather Jr. a daddy figure to Tank Davis? No. No, sir. No. Kiki, peace and blessings, Queen. How you feeling today? Delaney Fam Sports, what's up, family? No. Mm-mm. So we gotta understand certain things, right? Blue, you think Mike gonna take a dive for Jake? No, Mike is not gonna take a dive. He's gonna try to knock out Jake Paul. His pride is not gonna allow that. No, sir. Mike won't do that. He don't need. Mike is not. Money is not everything. Do I think Errol will get his rematch? I think he's gonna try to. Arise 12 try. What's up, family? I don't know if he will, but I know he's gonna try. Errol Spence is gonna try to get the rematch. Blessings to the Queen, Kiki, in the super chat. Appreciate you, Queen. He's gonna try. I don't know if he'll succeed. Terrence Crawford will be 37 in September. Terrence Crawford is looking for the biggest fights possible, and it just seems like it's just not in the cards. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence had so many setbacks. It's not even funny. Chilltown Majors, what's up? And so it just don't look like it's in the cards for him. It just don't look like it's in the cards. You know what I'm saying? The chips didn't fall how he expected. But, you know, Philip Dordeezy say good things about Crawford. He's the best in the world, and he deserves more. Biz 0128, 0128, what's up, family? The Boston Genius, what's good? Much love to you, family. So when you look at it, Nick M, what's good? Terrence Crawford is the best. I believe he is. Habitual Line Stepper, what's up, family? I believe he is the best as well. So just Errol Spence, brutal. What's up, family? What's up, nephew? It just seems like it just never materialized. You know what I'm saying? Like he just had bad luck. Just bad luck, man. The whole situation with the car accident to the Manny Pacquiao fight, not being competitive against Terrence Crawford at all. Just the Ugas fight. You know what I'm saying? Like EJ McCory was good. Larry Lopez was good. He was on the verge of getting the Manny Pacquiao fight. Marquee name, suffered the eye injury. Goes in the Crawford fight, gets the Ugas fights, breaks him down, looks like himself. Gets the Crawford fight, gets absolutely dominated. Then he's looking to get the rematch to redeem himself, and Showtime gets out the business of the sport of boxing. Everything comes crumbling down with that. The budget ain't there again. Marvin legit Legates, what's up, family? The budget is not there again, and he has eye surgery. It's like, bro can't catch a break. You know what I'm saying? It could be missteps, it could be a plethora of things, but he just can't catch a break. You know what I'm saying? Then you look at Choctaw, Montana, 808. What's up, family? June, what's good? I'm waiting for Bernie to come on. Because I actually got to go to a funeral once he get off. So he'll be on in a second. He should be on in a second. So, you know, yeah, appreciate you, Life's a Gamble. You know, it just, when you look at it from that standpoint, the cookie just didn't crumble the way he expected it to. Kevin Laucine, appreciate you, bro. The cookie didn't crumble, but now Bomac says that the Chris Eubanks fight, that's fake news. So for everybody that got, you know, their panties in a bunch and got, you know, all uprooted and upset. Chris, what's up, family? They got pissed off. They got upset. You know, they got the panties in a bunch. They're like, hey, you know, Terrence Crawford is ducking. First of all, like I said, you know, I didn't understand the Chris Eubanks Jr. route as far as attempting to land the Canelo Alvarez fight, because a fight that I would be pursuing if I was Terrence Crawford would be to get the Jamal Charlo fight, because Jamal Charlo is still the WBC middleweight champion. Canelo Alvarez has his sights set on fighting Jamal Charlo. Eliminate pieces off the chessboard and force him to fight you. D Brown, what's up, family? You understand what I'm saying? That's my thing. Eliminate pieces off the chessboard and force him to fight you. You follow what I'm saying? You put him in a position where you force him to fight you. Mark Wonderlick, what's up, family? So that would be, you know, my suggestion, because it's like, all right, you know, you fight, you fight Jamal Charlo, you beat him. Canelo Alvarez is going to be in a position where bro gonna have to fight him, right? Lee Smith 05, what's up? Right, you can't. Larry Lopez, what's up? How can Crawford honor a rematch PBC not trying to pay for? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They didn't want to pay for the first fight. Let's be real. They didn't want to invest in the first fight. Let's be honest. Appreciate you, Tyner. Let's be honest. They didn't want to invest in the first fight, and they had the budget through Showtime. They had the budget through Showtime. So now, what makes you think they want to invest in it now? You understand? Like, what makes you think that they want to invest in that now? Mark Miller, what's up, family? Appreciate you, great brother. Yeah, y'all saw that incident on the train in New York? It's unfortunate. Unfortunate, man. Sometimes it's better to diffuse a situation and walk away. Real talk. What's up, family? Unknown. What's up, family? Mr. Lemon 816, what's good? Why do you guys believe in PBC so much when they are showing you they are bad businessmen? I don't know if they're bad businessmen. I won't say they're bad businessmen because they put on some mega fights. Dante Russell was good. He said Shorty made it worse, but yeah, but I heard that the old boy wrestled it away from him and hit him. I'm confused because I was reading the article and it said that old boy that had the strap. I heard they wrestled it away from him. Is that true? Jeff Sparks was good. And he got hit with his own, they said he got hit with his own joint. Joe Johnson was good. You gonna cover the Zepeda versus Hughes fight? Nah. G tatted up. What's up, family? What's up? Weather got nice. That situation was great. Yeah, it's like I heard old boy wrestled it away from him. So, but he was laying on the stairs like he got hit. And dude was asking me, he was saying no. So who got hit? Nah, watch the video. You see a Pilgrim twice and back. Yeah, I seen that. But once he got pulled out his strap, once he pulled out the strap out his bag, it ends with him running up on him, and then there's nothing else. So I don't even know what happened with that. Because I read an article said that old boy took it away from him and hit him with his own joint. I don't know how true that is. Crane Brooks, what's up, family? Judah 773, what's good? You probably burnt out and got weak from this. Yeah, that's what I heard. Chilltown Majors, what's good? That's what I heard. And then they was able to take the strap from him. That's what I heard. I don't know. That's unfortunate, boy. Sometimes it's better to diffuse situations and walk away, bro, because you never know what the outcome going to be. Just because you feel like the odds is in your favor don't mean that's the way it's going to play out. Sometimes it's not even necessary. It's just not even necessary, man. So anyway, but like I was saying, man, that's this is a situation where you know, I would if I could, tough glove boxing, what's up, family? If I was yeah, I saw the DM, great brother. I'll read it when I'm done though. So if I'm Terrence Crawford, could advise him, the perfect situation and scenario for me for Terrence Crawford would be Jamal Charlo and then land the Canelo Alvarez fight. You know what I'm saying? I would think that would garner the Canelo Alvarez fight. You know what I'm saying? That would get Canelo Alvarez to that would, in my opinion, that would convince Canelo Alvarez to take the fight. Salute to my brother Chris in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Salute to my brother Chris in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Appreciate you, bro. He said, Blue, why won't PBC collaborate with the Saudis? I don't know. I don't get that, man. I don't get that at all. Never have. Right? PBC not letting Bud take any more belts from their fighters. Again, Jamal Charlo has had that belt for 3 years. What the title defenses did he have? NHA 2, what's up, family? He's held that belt for 3 years. When is he going to defend it? He got to do something with it. And what marquee money fight is he going to sit around? Larry Lopez, what's good? Is he going to sit around and he's just going to wait for Canelo Alvarez? You understand? Is he just going to sit on the shelf and he going to wait for Canelo to choose him? Is that what Jamal Charlo's doing, and that's what they're going to allow Jamal Charlo to do? Is that his plan? You understand what I'm saying? Because we know Canelo has interest in him. Will Jamal Charlo take a fight with Terrence Crawford is the question. You understand what I'm saying? Will he take a fight with Terrence Crawford? That's the question. You understand what I'm saying? That's the question. Will he take a fight with Terrence Crawford? And is PBC willing to put up a money for Terrence Crawford and Jamal Charlo? Because in my opinion, that's the route Terrence Crawford should go, in my opinion. Because that's gonna you fight beat Jamal Charlo, you knock out two birds with one stone. You remove an opponent of choice for Canelo Alvarez, so you limit his choice pool, and on top of that, you had another marquee fight, and that makes you a 4-division champion, and you beat an undefeated Jamal Charlo, right? Who's better than John Ryder? Jamal Charlo. Let's say who's Canelo fought? I would favor Jamal Charlo to beat Jaime Munguia too. He's better than John Ryder. He's better than Jaime Munguia. I think Jamal Charlo will possibly beat Caleb Plant. I think Jamal Charlo would be better than the last 5 to 6 opponents Canelo faced. Hampton Ski 9, what's up? Salute to Hampton Ski 9. Blessings, safe travels to you, great brother. Peace and blessings to the queen. The vanilla drop. 50% of the queens of the ring. Bassiana the Menace in the building. Drop the link to your channel. Blessings to you, queen. How you feeling today? How you feeling, queen? How you feeling? So, you understand what I'm saying? Let me text Bernie. Let me see. I'm gonna text him right now. Because I gotta go to this funeral, man. Unfortunately. I gotta go to a funeral. So let me text Bernie. Porter, what's up, family? I'm gonna text him right now. So that's my thing, right? You know, when you look at it from that standpoint, you know, I think peace, love, and production. What's good, family? I think that would be, in my opinion, that would be the best route. You know what I'm saying? But again, man, I can't even find Bernie's number. Life is good, my good brother. You know I had to come see you. Blessings, Queen. I appreciate you. Vega the head buster. What's up, family? Long Knife 77. What's up, family? 100% Jamal Charlo may upset Bud Blue. I always felt like he had better fundamentals and technical abilities than his brother. I think that he is proven to be better than Jamel. And New York City, the Don Booking. What's up, family? Brian Maxon, seeing what's good. You are the real Max Kellerman of YouTube. Salute, appreciate you, brother. I think that Jamal Charlo is better than Jamel. I think that Jamel has accomplished more than Jamal. Obviously, he has. You understand what I'm saying? I think Jamel has accomplished more than Jamal has accomplished. Jamel has become undisputed. Jamel has become a 3-time champion in the division. Now Jamal is a 2-division champion. Jamal is a 2-division champion, and he's undefeated. But you gotta be in it to win it. You understand? You got to be in it to lose. You understand what I'm saying? Jamal Charlo has just been inactive. And you look at Jamal Charlo, he's the best. He seems to be the more talented fighter, right? But when you look at it overall, Jamal Charlo has beaten a total of 2 world champions his entire career that were world champions by the time he beat them, right? He beat J Rock, and he beat in the house. He beat J Rock, and he beat K9 Bundridge. That's it. That's the only champions that Jamal Charlo has beaten on his record, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It may be 3. I'm going to check right now. Let me make sure. It may be 3. So Jamal is more accomplished, but Jamal is less active. I think Jamal is the better fighter, but Jamal is more proven because he's been in the bigger fights, the better fights. Terry Smooth Jr. was good. Austin Trout. Right. So he beat 3. He beat oh, look at that black spider, man. I don't like spiders, bro. So he beat Austin Trout. Right. He beat Austin Trout. So he beat 2 champions that was champions by the time he fought them. And he beat J-Rock, who was a champion after he fought him. So he fought 3 world champions total in his career. That's unfortunate. Yeah. He beat K9 Bundridge, Austin Trout, and J-Rock. And that was a matter of four fights. Right? Wait, put the back. Mm-hmm. You need a car seat too? Thank you. So he beat, and that was 4 fights. That was in the span of 4 fights. That was in the span of 4 fights. He beat Austin Trout in 2016. This is, look at these fights, right? He beat K9 for the belt. Then he defended the belt against Wilkie Camford. Then he beat Austin Trout. Then he beat J-Rock. That was it. After that, Sebastian Holland, Hugo Centeno, Matt Karabov, Brandon Adams, Dennis Hogan, Sergei Derevyanchenko, Juan Maceo Montiel, and Jose Benavidez Jr. The best fighter he beat on his record is I want to say J-Rock. I think J-Rock is the best fighter he beat. Right? I think that's the best fighter he beat. Yeah, I think J-Rock is the best fighter he beat on his record. It's between it's between J-Rock and Austin Trout. The weather's nice, people. One on the Joshua Ngannou buys as a press time. As of press time, the numbers of buys on American television pay-per-view was only 4,000. Most of the buys would have been through the zone and not television. I don't know. I don't know how those the zone pay-per-view buys work because Professor X was good. So because I see people are reporting on this pay-per-view buy thing with Francis Ngannou, Anthony Joshua saying it did. Terry Smooth Jr., what's good? Okay, so Terry Smooth said Austin Trout's better. Victor Griffin, my brother, been a family member, channel member for 7 months. He said, what holds more weight, Blue, in your opinion? Undisputed in one division or champion in 2 weight classes? I say undisputed in your division. And the reason I say undisputed, oh boy, is just getting ridiculous with his motorcycle. We get a little warm weather. Texas is good. We already lost somebody already. The weather just broke this week. Just this week, we got into 60s and already somebody lost their life. Already. Just yesterday. So, but what was I saying? So I think undisputed because Here's why I say undisputed is more impressive and holds more weight, in my opinion, because you can be you can go up to a weight class and not fight the best guy in that weight class and become a world champion. You understand what I'm saying? You can go to a weight class, become a 2-division world champion, not fight the best guy in that division. Why Ahuna, what's good? For instance, Canelo Alvarez became undisputed, right? Canelo Alvarez became undisputed. Canelo Alvarez became undisputed, and he didn't fight the best fighter in his division, which was David Benavidez. Gervonta Tank Davis is a 2-division undisputed is a 3-division champion, but he has not fought the best fighter in that division. He became a champion at 140, right? But he's the regular champion, but he became a champion, but he didn't beat Josh Taylor. He didn't beat Josh Taylor. He didn't beat Regis Prograis. He didn't beat any of those guys. But he's a 3-division champion. So you can you can accomplish that. For instance, again, Jamal Charlo is a 2-division champion, but he didn't beat no champion for the belt. The only champion Jamal Charlo beat for a belt was K9 Bundridge, but he's a 2-division champion. He beat K9 Bundridge, right? And then he was upgraded to the WBC 160-pound middleweight champion because Canelo Alvarez became franchise. So he's a 2-division champion, but he didn't beat any champion. Only champion he beat for a belt was K9 Bundridge. That was the first title opportunity in his career. You understand what I'm saying? So Jamel Charlo, he beat the champions for his belts. He beat Castano. He beat Tony Harrison to regain his belt, right? He beat Jason Rosario, who had beat J-Rock, who J-Rock had beat Hurd. So he beat the man who beat the man who beat the man. Right? And Jason Rosario, was considered a boogeyman at 154. He beat Jason Rosario, he beat Brian Castano, and he beat and he beat Austin Trout as well. But he beat Jason Rosario, he beat Austin Trout, he beat Brian Castano, and he beat Tony Harrison, and I forgot who he beat for the WBC. And he knocked out Lubin. Latoya G, peace of blessings to the queen in the super chat. Dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. She said, what's good, Blue? I hope Crawford fights for 4-division world champ this year. Me too, queen. Me too, queen. Man, Bernie got to hurry up because I'm running. I ain't got time. Bernie got to hurry up. We might have to push this to tonight. Steve Non-Deuce, what's good? Bud is undisputed in 2 weight classes. However, so Bud got the best of both worlds. Huh? Reginald Fields, what's good? Bud is undisputed in 2 weight classes. However, so Bud got the best of both worlds. He's undisputed in 2 weight classes. So, however, he got the best of. Yeah, but again, Terrence Crawford, he beat the best for the belts. He beat Julius Ndongo, who was the unified champion, to become undisputed. Then he beat Errol Spence for undisputed. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's the best you can, and that's what I'm saying. Jamal Charlo didn't beat Canelo for the belt. He got elevated as the WBC super champion, and Canelo Alvarez was franchised. And then on top of it, Canelo Alvarez got franchised and didn't even accept the franchise because he left the division. So they did all that for nothing. They franchised Canelo Alvarez. They did all that for nothing because he didn't even accept the franchise. He left the division. As soon as they franchised him, he left and went and fought Sergey Kovalev. Young Zeus 19, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue in the super chat. Yo, Blue, with super welterwide open and assuming both Bud and EJ will campaign there, who are your current top 5 at 154? At 154, my top 5 is Tim Tszyu. It is at 154, Tim Tszyu. It's hard, man. 154 is kind of wide open because Tim Tszyu. Let me look at the rankings because I don't want to miss somebody in the division right now. 154. Yeah, look like I'm gonna have to move that Bernie. Yeah, Mendoza, who he just lost. He just lost, right? Let's look at it. It would have to be. I would have to. I don't know what Jamel Charlo plans is, so I can't tell you what Jamel Charlo because I don't know what his plans are. Let's look at it. Let's look at 54. Tim Tszyu, Madrimov, Mendoza, Sebastian Fundora, Lubin. Oh, Virgil Ortiz Jr. Jesus Ramos, Erickson Lubin, Virgil Ortiz Jr., Tim Tszyu, right? Mendoza knocked out Sebastian Fundora, but that's the only loss Sebastian Fundora has. Then Mendoza lost to Tim Tszyu. So I guess you can still say Brian Mendoza is there. I think Jamel Charlo would still have to be one, but we don't know. I like Ramos. I actually thought Ramos should have gotten a nod in that fight with Lubin, but he didn't get the nod. That was a close fight. So I got Lubin, Ramos, Virgil Ortiz Jr., Tim Tszyu, and Mendoza. I would do that. Jamel, Mike H, what's good? Timothy 7 Deuce 688, what's up, family? Alice Rodriguez, what's good? So I'm going Virgil Ortiz Jr. I'm gonna say Virgil Ortiz Jr. I'm gonna say Tim Tszyu is number 1. I'll say Virgil Ortiz Jr. is number 2. What's up, big boy? How you feeling? I would say Virgil Ortiz Jr., Tim Tszyu at 1. I would go Virgil Ortiz Jr., although he only had one fight there. So it's hard to say Virgil Ortiz. I like Xander Zayas as well. But he's working his way up. So Jesus Ramos, Erickson Lubin. I think Erickson Lubin beats Virgil Ortiz Jr. Then you have Ismail Madrimov, but he only got 10 fights. So it's wide open, man. I'd have to say Tim Tszyu at 1. I would go with Lubin, I guess, at 2. Jesus Ramos, Virgil Ortiz, and the thing is, Virgil Ortiz is not proven yet in the division. He only got one fight, but he's the most popular name. But he only got one fight. So, salute to Texans 16 South, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Appreciate you, great brother. He said half a dub and a lot of respect to you, Blue. Salute to Texas 16 South, my brother, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. You think Crawford going to fight Eubanks Jr.? According to Bomac, that's not on the table. That's fake news. That's what Bomac said. He said that was fake news. You know what I'm saying? So, seeing as though Bomac said that that's not real news, you know what I mean? Bomac said that's fake news. So, yeah, but to rank that, man, that's hard to rank it, man. C Cool, what's up? Playboy Buddha, what's up, family? Tim at 1. What about Mel? I don't know what Jamel Spence, New York City was good. I can't put Jamel Charlo at number 1. If Jamel Charlo is planning to stay there, he's obviously number 1. That's me. What's good? Benjamin Harrington, what's good? But I don't know if Jamel Charlo is planning on staying there. If he's planning on staying at 154, and that's his plans right now, then he's number 1. Darlin James, what's good? But I'm hearing that Jamel Charlo could be moving up. Benjamin Harrington, what's good? I'm hearing Jamel Charlo could be moving up. So, and Jamel Charlo got issues going outside the ring. So I don't know what's going on with Jamel Charlo. So if he moves up, then all bets is off, right? He ain't 154 pounder. But if he stays at 154, he's the best. So yeah, Tony 10 times do so 6. Yeah, Blue, how you feel about Mel versus Andre at 160? I love it. I love that fight. I love that fight. That's a good fight. That's a good look for him. Danny Garcia. Ain't Danny Garcia talking about he gonna fight at 160? LaDonna Garza, peace and blessings, Queen. How you feeling today? LaDonna Garza, peace and blessings, Queen. How you feeling? Salute. How you day? My day could be much better, Queen. I ain't having a good day. Eric Bell, what's up, family? Not having a good day, and I got to go to his funeral. I'm trying to wait for Bernie, but look like we're gonna have to try to move that to tonight. There go Bernie right now. As soon as I said that, right? As soon as I said that, he hits me back. As soon as I said that, he hit me back. Joe Johnson, what's up, nephew? How you feeling, man? Any new word on Boots? Nah, Boots is in that. LaDonna, appreciate you, Queen. Appreciate you. Hakan Karaka, what's good, Boo? Why didn't you make any news about Ford Kalmatov? What you mean? That's me. What's up, family? I did videos on that. Sure did. You leaving, kid? Can you pass me one of my waters before you leave? Muscle up, Cat. What's up, family? Boots is legal battle. Yeah, Boots is in that legal battle. You got to think Boots fought in June. At the pace we going, look like he ain't gonna fight the June again. Out the ring for a year. Out the ring for a year. Hold on, let me send Bernie the link again. Thanks, kid. That's me. What's up, family? Yeah, Boots could be out the ring again for another year. What's going on there? Let's see, audio.
Yeah. What's happening?
What's happening with you, King?
What's good, Blue? Appreciate
Ain't nothing. What's goody with you?
I'm none, just at my CDL class on my break, eating my lunch.
Oh, okay. I got my CDL too.
Nice. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes, that's a great thing to have. That's a great thing to have, man. But I know you're on your break, so let's just get into it real quick. So Bo
Why I
had did
can't hear you so much? I can't hear you that good?
You can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but it's like
It's low.
I can't hear you that good.
How about now?
Go ahead.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. It's just not loud.
All right. Yeah, so Bo had did an interview. You know, a lot of people they wasn't feeling the whole Bud and Chris Eubanks and the Duck and Boots Ennis situation and things of that nature. So, but Bomac, he did an interview earlier. He said that Chris Eubanks Jr. news was all fake.
Well, you know, if Bud ain't fighting Boots, they don't want to hear it. If he ain't fighting Boots or he wasn't fighting Tim Zoo, they don't want to hear it, you know. And to much is given, you know, to much is given, you know, they want a lot. However you say that saying, you know. I think it's a good fight. You know, we moving up 2 weight classes. The guy coming off a win, not coming off a loss. He coming off actually a revenge win. So, you know, his confidence is high. And you know, he got a following. Thank you, Lord.
Now, I talk about this all the time, and I address it all the time. Bud was never ducking Jerron Boots Ennis. He had the two opportunities, but right now, to me, it just first of all, Jerron Ennis is in a legal battle with his management company, and he's not signed to the PBC. But I know you know this, and I try to tell the people this. Bud was more than willing to fight Jerron Ennis on 2 separate occasions, but people they want to have their own narrative, right? They want to push their own narrative about the situation, man. To that, what you say?
Well, Blue, I seen you had a show last night talking about Bud was ducking Boots.
No, I was addressing people in my chat that kept in my inbox telling me that Bud is ducking Boots. So I was addressing them last night. You know,
your whole show, your title was that.
Yeah. I titled that because these dudes is trolling me in the chat in my inbox. So I'm like, so I put I don't know if I put the question mark or not, but I was responding to people in my inbox saying that, you know, I'm trying to protect Bud because he's ducking Boots, and I'm telling him he's not ducking Boots. Boots had 2 opportunities and two you know, situations where Bud was more than willing to fight Boots, but Boots took the different route. He took a route of the IBF instead of the WBO route. And
yes, sir.
when Bud wasn't, when it looked like the Errol Spence fight wasn't gonna happen after Avanesian fight, right? We was willing to make the fight with Boots at that time, and started talking to Steven Espinosa and everything, but he said there was no dates to make that fight happen for Bud. He said there was no openings.
I mean, yeah, man. Think about Bud, man. He ain't ducking nobody, man. He ain't got no fear for nobody. He want the one that you think that he can't beat. That's him. That's his whole MO. No matter what people hate about him, that's his whole MO. He don't fear nobody. If you think you seen that real of him, what he said, he ain't fought me yet. That's how he go into every fight. I don't care who he beat, who he was, what kind of, he ain't fought me yet. And he grew up on that premise because that's what our trainer, rest in peace, Mitch Minor, that's how that was him. Also with Lottie Dottie, any fucking body, you know, never lose. So that's the model that we come up under. You know, I don't know what other fighters or where they come from, or even the people in the chat. I don't know how they live their life, but that's how he lived his life. You understand? He's a very optimistic guy. Bud lives his life like that. Like, you know, I mean, you just never know till you try it. He's that type of guy. So, you know, I mean, and again, like I said, you know, Boots, it's I don't say he's afraid of Bud. I'm not saying that he's afraid of Bud. I know he's a good fighter, but he don't want it as much as the fans want to see the fight. The fans want to see the fight, and I understand the fans, but he don't want the fight. He don't want the fight. And we probably talking him into the fight now because everybody like, well, we saying that he don't want the fight, or it's a hoopla about going up with the fight. But I mean, they didn't want the fight. The dad said he didn't want the fight. You know, they brought up, they called him on the phone. He didn't have nothing to say about how he was trying to make the fight, and God bless him. Let him go on about his business and do what he's doing. Go ahead and make a name for Boots. You can't wait around you don't need no other man to make no name for you. You know, it just ain't in the cards at this time. Go ahead and make a name for yourself and be Boots.
Now, stylistically, you being a fighter, you being a trainer, you being around Bud, you know the sport of boxing, you know Boots, you can see, you know, you watch Boots. Stylistically, right? Everybody says that they have a similar style. Do you see that they have a similar style?
No. They put a clip up of Boots hitting the heavy bag. Do you see how wide he was? See how far his legs was apart? See how far he was reaching with that right hand? Man, come on. Bud is a technician in there, man. Bud is a technician in there. You see how he catch and counter Errol Spence and dropped him? Come on, man. That's what he do to everybody. He know how to catch and counter. He know how to parry. He know how to. Bud is just a master in there, man. You just ain't gonna be Bud. These guys just can't be Bud. He's too smart. And they give him a lot of flack for the mean machine. Well, like he did with Gamboa, he got a little too cocky and got a little and forgot what he was doing, forgot where he was at, and left his hands down. This time he pulled out with mean machine. He pulled back with his hands out and wasn't really in the fight. His head really wasn't in the fight. But once he got tuned into that fight, boy, it was over with. It was mincemeat. It wasn't even nothing else. Wasn't else to be said after that. So again, he's a human being. He make mistakes, but when he locked in, man, Bud Crawford, he ought to beat. And his skill set says that. He got a great jab. He got great defense, great power, great finishing ability, which is punch selection. You see the punch selection he knocked out Mean Machine with? You see how he went to throw the right, but he stepped back and threw the uppercut on him? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, you know, Boots a good fighter though. But stylistically, no.
So do you think it's just too early for Boots for a Bud fight? You think he need more experience?
Yeah. Boots need to go mind his business and go. Yeah, that's the people want to get him killed. The people want to get him killed, man. Like I say, Bud got purpose behind everything he doing. I can't say that about Boots. I don't say he got purpose behind everything he's doing. I don't believe that. I don't think his IQ is up there with enough. Bud got purpose behind everything that he's doing. That's what make him so great, man. He has purpose behind the best because he got purpose, man. Everything he's doing is for a reason. It's something behind that. I think Boots just take what he got. He just take what he can get, and you know, he got a flash about him. He got a presence about him. He got a flash, but far as like I'm saying, a purpose behind what he doing, I don't think he got that.
So
you see the mitts, how they be hitting the mitts, they still doing the Mayweather shit. They still doing that shit.
You think that the comparisons just come from the switching from southpaw to orthodox? That's where the comparison comes from.
It gotta be, but when I'm watching all the old time fighters, I mean, you see fighters switching all the time. This ain't nothing new. I'm not talking about Marvin Hagler. I've seen other fighters. I mean, you seen Shane try to switch. He wasn't that good. Mayweather tried to switch. I just watched him against Sosa the other night. Mm-hmm. He switched out Paul in the Sosa fight. I mean, so there ain't nothing new. The fighters been doing nothing new. Mm-hmm. I don't think he fights as good out of both. I haven't watched enough Boots to say that he fights good out of both. I don't think he's been put in a position to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I like him though, but I mean, it's just they in the same division, and he looking like a lights out star. So they want to see him up against another lights out. What they know is a lights out star. He looks like a lights out star. Bud is a proven lights out star.
Mm-hmm. Now let me ask you this, because I know I've been saying this forever and a day. But I always felt like Bud could beat Canelo Alvarez, right? Before Errol Spence fight, before the show, I always felt like his skill set can beat Canelo Alvarez. Now, Bud is saying he wants to pursue that Canelo Alvarez fight. But I've been saying that, and I believe his skill set. You a trained eye, you being in the sport, again, you being around Bud, you know it, you know the sport, you know you see Canelo Alvarez. Obviously, you confident that he could beat Canelo Alvarez. When I say it, am I right when I say that his skill set can beat Canelo Alvarez?
Most definitely. But Bud's skill set can beat Canelo Alvarez. And Canelo Alvarez has a high skill set himself. But, okay, it's just that, but the things that he has power. He's explosive.
Right.
He's a heavier fighter, you know, and he got a lot of experience, a lot of tricks up his sleeve too. These are the things, those are all obstacles. And he's 3 years younger than Bud. Mm-hmm. So these are all obstacles that presents themselves with Bud, along with his accolades, you know, so it gives more prestige to the fight. So then you got the things that also, that his height, we can adapt to his height. So this kind of takes some limited edge away from him. We got a longer reach advantage than him. You know what I mean? So he's a fighter. He's a smaller fighter that moved up. You know, so these are all things that's in our favor that gives us more confidence that we can beat this guy. You know what I mean?
Right, and I say that, you know, Bud's ring IQ, his ability to control distance, power in both hands. I think that, you know, Canelo, what Andre Ward was just saying, Canelo Alvarez is using it as an excuse, the size, not to fight him. And I say the same thing. I feel like he's using the size as an excuse because he's being a bigger guy and being in his prime, like you said, he's 3 years younger. He's supposed to beat Terrence Crawford, right? Quote unquote, allegedly, right? Because of size. But it's not, he don't fight using his size. He's, like you say, he's the heavier guy, but he uses skills and tricks and technique to win. But Terrence Crawford can match him in that. Am I right when I say that?
I agree. And you know, somebody else made the point, which I didn't think about. Andre Ward said they hate Andre Ward, but he said when he was fighting Amir Khan, he didn't have no problem. You know what I mean? He didn't have no problem. And Amir Khan was a career lightweight, started out at lightweight. You know, so like I, you know, yeah. And Bud, like I say, he can move too. So it'd be like if he wanted to play the moving game on him, you know, at different times he could just befuddle Canelo Alvarez, you know, just befuddle him. And you know, you can see Canelo, he get frustrated at times. You know what I mean? So Bud won't be standing on the ropes ready to just get his arm blew out. You know, we know that trick. You know, so many other things, but I'm not, you know, if Canelo don't take the fight, he don't have to take the fight. Bud Crawford was just trying to actually, like I said, he was never even looking at Canelo Alvarez. But I guess Ness put it out there. Maybe you put it out there, and it just manifested itself. Because if you see in that workout, when he was getting ready, he was just like, man, I'm not going to fight no Canelo Alvarez. He this, he that. I'm not going to fight him. He's just big. But maybe as it set in on him, he started figuring maybe I could beat this guy. You know, maybe you know, maybe this fight could be realistic. And coming off the big win against Earl Spence, you know, it's another way. How can I go up higher? You know, this is where I always been. They was mentioning Earl Spence fighting Canelo, and everybody was gun-ho about that, which we knew that shit wasn't gonna happen. But everybody was gun-ho about it. So he figuring, well, damn, if I just whooped him like that, and they was thinking that he was gonna fight the guy and he had a chance, well, shit, I bet I got a chance. And again, we could be undisputed in 2 different weight classes and beat the great Canelo Alvarez. To do it, to be 2-time undisputed at the same exact time, we're gonna be undisputed at the same exact time, going to 3 weight classes. Those are challenges, because that's not a given. That's not a given that he's gonna beat Canelo. That's not just no walk in the park, you know. So I think, you know, he was just trying to you know, trying to reach his greatness, man, trying to reach his highest potential. And you know, Canelo don't want to do it.
Yeah, and I said this, right? For Canelo, it's history repeating itself, right? Because remember when he fought Floyd, Floyd was 36, and Floyd was the pound for pound best fighter in the world and undefeated. Right?
He did.
You can hear me now?
Go ahead. You said you did what?
I said is for Canelo, is history repeating itself, right? Because when he fought Floyd, Floyd was 36, undefeated, and the pound for pound best fighter in the world. Bud is 36, undefeated, and the pound for pound best fighter in the world. So it's an opportunity for Canelo Alvarez, right, to quote unquote avenge that loss he had to Floyd in the form of this generation's best fighter. And Floyd was a 5-division champ, but Bud is a 2-division undisputed champion and a 3-division champion, right? But they both considered pound for pound best fighters in the world in their prime. So this is a huge opportunity for me, in my opinion, for Canelo Alvarez as well.
I mean, yes, and like I'm saying, you know, to say that he wouldn't get no credit is crazy, because it's just almost, you know, I think about it is a big jump, you would say, but you shouldn't have got in there then, you know. It's, you know, Bud Crawford he's not no tiny guy, you know what I mean? And I mean, anytime you beat a well-rounded champion, you got to get credit. You know, you beat a good champion, you got to get credit. You know, I don't think he's going to get credit for beating a guy like Munguia or beating a Berlanga. I don't think they don't do anything to enhance his legacy. You know, I don't think he can no credit for them. They haven't accomplished one thing, and near to deserve that. I know Munguia was world champ. He knocked out Saddam Ali, but like I say, those fights don't add to their legacy because they're not even viewed as the top fighters. They're not even viewed as really top fighters. They're popular fighters, but they're not viewed as top fighters in their craft. So I mean, I think the Crawford fight is a swag of fight. You know, they both got name value, and it'll be like the clash against the Titans, a clash of the Titans. You know, so I mean, and again, if they're gonna pay him good, it's gonna be a big promotion. It's gonna be a big, you know, that's the fight you should be taking. I think that's the fight you should be taking. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
It's gonna be an event, you know. And so what you would do is you would get a guy, you would get small guys, you would get good guys in there to spar that just in case he want to move too much. You know, you just get the right guys to get in there. But with 70 fights, you know, you've been in there with a lot of guys, different guys, Lara, Trout, good boxers. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's like, why not take the fight? You know, but if you know, I don't know.
And when he beat Amir Khan, and when he fought Amir Khan and beat Amir Khan wasn't considered the pound for pound best fighter in the world. He had already been knocked out.
No, he wasn't.
Right. And when he just beat Jamel Charlo was undisputed, but he wasn't considered the best fighter in the world either. So now you get in the fight the generation's best, who is undefeated and widely. I don't know anybody that don't consider Terrence Crawford the best fighter in the world right now. How could you say anybody else is better than him right now, right? So you get an opportunity. It's a legacy fight, in my opinion.
It is a legacy fight. It is a legacy fight. When I think about it, I think about Salvador Sanchez versus Wilfredo Gomez. You know, Gomez, they was only a 4 pounds difference, but Gomez was the little guy that was knocking out everybody at 122. Salvador Sanchez, you know, of course, was on his way to greatness. He was doing his thing at 26. So it was like a clash of the titans. It was a super fight, but it was a one-sided fight. You know, Salvador Sanchez beat him every round and stopped him in the 7th round. So I think about things like that. You know, and I'm saying Bud Crawford, you know, he been making weight since, you know, forever. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't just no 32 pounder, no 35 pounder. You know, he had to kill himself to make weight. You know, even at 40, you know what I'm saying? He was struggling to make the weight. So, you know, he moved up to 47 and making the weight comfortable. And now I think he's outgrown 47. So, you know, you got a guy, like I say, they're the same height. The reach is not too far from different. They both coming up from smaller weight classes. And you know what I'm saying? It was Bud Crawford. He the type that says, well, I'm not going to try to Jew him down because who am I? Canelo Alvarez ain't going to just come down to 160 for me, or you know what I mean, to come at a lighter weight for me. Is if I really want to do that, I'm gonna have to put all in. So if I got to go to 68, I'm gonna go to 68. If I don't want to, I can't handicap him. I'm not in a position to handicap him. So I'm gonna just go all in. I mean, you know, and I think that might have terrified him too, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy don't care. Because again, you ain't got to come in at 68. We can come in at 62. You know, Sugar Ray Robinson was 157 when he fought Joey Maximum for the light heavyweight title. He wasn't even at 160. He wasn't even in the middleweight limit, you know, when he fought Joey Maximum. So Henry Armstrong wasn't even the welterweight limit. He weighed in at 138 with he had to drink a couple beers. This is what the legend has, had to drink a couple beers. And they might have stepped on a scale too. Somebody might have stepped on a scale, you know. So like I say, you know, and these are guys that's moving up. So this is testing their not only their greatness, but you know, their belief in themselves. You know what I mean? So
yeah, 1,000%, 1,000%. Now let me get your opinion on a few fights, man. What you think about this situation right now with Ryan Garcia and all of this, the things he putting up on social media and don't seem to be committed and focused on this fight, man?
Sad. That's when you know you ain't, you know, your skills don't sell themselves. You got to do everything else to try to spark interest in you. And it's pathetic. You know, it's like, you know, this is the fight. This is a man's game, you know, not a kid's game. And, you know, like I say, you got enough people in your following to, all you got to do is train. You don't have to do nothing else crazy. The fight is already selling itself. You know, the fight, they put 2 big names up, and you know, you got a good left hook, and you got this people behind you, and you know, Devin has put all the work in to do everything he's become, you know, the hard work in, and you know, his following is steady growing, and you know, his name is trending now. So I think that's all it is. Just watching these guys work, watching them get in shape, training. That's all it is to it. But like I like what Algieri said. You know, this guy's terrified. I don't know why anybody playing with Devin got to be crazy, because to take all that criticism and the work as hard as he is, you know, that ain't going to slow him down. That's only going to increase his motivation to win and to be better. So I mean, I don't know why Devin. No, so it's just sad. You know what I mean? And they said somebody put out that he's training hard and he got a source. Man, anybody got no source. He better be training hard. He better be training hard because he going underneath a rock. He get beat because it's the facts is known that you're not that skillful. Your whole following is coming from your Instagram following. That's why they signing you, because you handsome, because you got and you a follower. They following you, but you're not Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya had them young girls followed after him, but he was a killer. You understand? So you're not that. You're not that. Oscar De La Hoya had a jab, a hook, a right hand, had good movement, had fast hands with both hands. And he had that training, that warrior mentality. This guy don't have the warrior mentality. You know what I mean? And he showed that with the Tank fight. I'm just saying he does. When I say that, I say it because the way he fell out. And then I want to point to like Keith Thurman, who was a warrior. But like I say, he get hit with a body shot. He double over. Keith Thurman will run around the ring. He'll take a sprint until he get himself back together. He ain't just trying to call it quits because he got caught with a body shot and it hurt. So this guy just not that. He a big phony. You know what I mean? He's a decent fighter. You know what I mean? Far as a guy training and a guy working on his craft and trying to be better, but he just ain't. He just not that. It's just what it is.
Now,
I'm just hoping Devin. I think after this, hopefully Devin can get a fight that can actually test him. Lomachenko was a good test. Any one of them fights, Teofimo, Matias, any of them type of guys, Shakur, Tank. I hope that he can get one of those type of fights. Somebody like that. Or if it ain't, it's a Barbosa or another good 40-pound fighter that that can actually fight. You know what I mean? That can actually fight. It's not going to be a farce. I think he deserves that.
What you think about Tank versus Frank Martin? How you see that fight playing out? Do you think Frank Martin could be a challenge for
him? Yeah. I think Frank Martin could be a challenge for him. I like Frank Martin. I think that I think Frank Martin, he got name value. He looked good in his last fight. And I think he right there. He right underneath that banner. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a good fight for him. What Frank fight got? Frank only got 17 fights?
18 fights, 18 wins, no loss, no draw with 12 win
18 knockouts. Fights. Yeah, okay. See, Keyshawn, he only got 10 fights, 11 fights. So yeah, Frank been around, I think it's a good fight. And if he dropped the ball with Shakur, he made sure he wasn't gonna drop the ball this time. You know what I mean? Either way, he was gonna be considered the underdog. But if you've seen the way Tank fights, he don't really throw his hands a lot. He's kind of waiting on that bomb. You know what I mean? He kind of waits, which he's always kind of like a step behind this guy, just a little bit. He let the guy get ahead of him a little bit, make him overwork a little bit, and then he gets him out of there. But I think Frank, he could be smart and he could, probably peck it. When I say peck, I don't mean like as far as punching and running, but I think he can throw enough punches and be a little active to where, he could do that. And I think that Frank, if I'm believing in Frank, I think you're going to have to wipe the ground with him to get him. I don't think you're going to catch him with a good shot and he's going to quit. I think he's going to have enough resolve to try to go through with the fight. So, I think it's a good fight. Like I say, Frank got a lot of name value. He got a good name value too. But the thing with Tank is just, again, you've fought guys with name value, but they really not really been a challenge to you and really in the type of way. Rolly didn't really have a skill set. Santa Cruz was too small. Barrios was a big guy, but really like a C+ fighter. So I think that's, and Tank with the eye test and everything else. Even with him being behind on a guy, you could see his head movement, the way he carry himself in the ring, that he's a high level type of guy. And I don't understand why they trying to hold this kid back. I think they should, like he say, let that Glock off that safety. You know what I'm saying? Take that safety off. You know what I mean? And let that man fly. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, fighting Frank Martin, this guy, he ain't the typical guy. He's a strong guy. He got fast hands, and he can move a little bit in the round. So he's not he's not in. He's different in that aspect of those other guys, but he hasn't had that experience yet to, you know what I mean, for that. But never know. You know what I'm saying, Frank? You know what I'm saying? Shoot, it might be his time.
Now, let me ask you one last fight, and then I know you got to go because I know you're on your break. The big fight in Beterbiev, Dimitri Bivol, man. That's a fight that everybody been waiting for. How you see that fight playing out?
A tremendous fight. Two undefeated guys, fighting for all the marbles. You got one guy who boxed the daylights out of you, really good, high level boxer. Got a win over the great Canelo Alvarez. And then you got this guy who's knocked out everybody he's fought since the beginning of his career, and he's beaten world champions. He only got 18 fights, 19 fights, and all the guys, he just steamrolled them. He's been clipped a couple of times. He's been rocked. He's been hurt a little bit. You know what I mean? He's an older type of guy, but nevertheless, he's came through with flying colors. So it's a great fight. I think, the thing about it is that they're not Americans. If they were Americans, these guys would be way up there. They would be pushed way farther. They'd be pushed way higher. And, that's the only thing that's setting them back. But that's the good thing, too. It's a testament of their skill set that this is a big fight, because they're not Americans. They don't speak English like that. And, and it's still a big fight. It's a fight that everybody want to see. So I can't wait for the fight. I'm glad for them guys to be able to whoever comes out on top, or just even have that opportunity, to because this is what you ultimately want outside of the money. Ain't nobody gonna be able to count your bank account with you. They're not gonna know that. You know what I mean? They're gonna remember the fight you fought and how it made them feel, and the things that because boxing is a fight. So when you see in a fight, you seeing life transpire. You know what I mean? So it's so many valuable lessons in a fight, especially of a fight of this magnitude. So I can't wait to see the fight. I'm glad for those guys, and you know what I mean. It's a fight fans fight.
Let me ask you this, and then I'm gonna let you go ahead and go. Andy Cruz, my brother Big Herm, he said, "What you think about Andy Cruz? What you think about Andy Cruz versus Keyshawn in the pros, and Andy Cruz versus Abdullah Mason? How you see those fights playing out?"
Well, I'm not a real big fan of Andy Cruz. Lord bless him. I'm not a big fan of Andy Cruz. When I watched the fights with Keyshawn, he never dominated Keyshawn in the amateur. He just got the points. Like I say, Keyshawn is a pretty good puncher. I haven't seen that out of Andy Cruz. And like I was listening to what Keyshawn said. Andy Cruz' whole platform is based off of beating Keyshawn. They don't sell him as a 2-time gold medalist. They sell him as the guy that beat Keyshawn 4 times or something like that. So, these guys don't have no humility. Again, show some respect, for what Keyshawn has done. You was able to conquer him and outpoint him in the amateurs, and that's good for you. You was a gold medalist. You supposed to be a boxing like a phenom, or like you know what I'm saying, like this type of guy, to win 2 gold medals, and you just really know how to box. You know how to your range, your distance. You know what I mean? You know how to put up with stuff like that. So, but I guess I wish him the best. I don't think he's gonna be able to beat Keyshawn. Especially in the pros, because this ain't gonna be no 3-round fight. This gonna be a 10-round fight or a 12-round fight. You understand? Keyshawn steady getting better. He's fighting a better competition. And revenge ain't nothing like revenge. Sometimes you can beat a guy so many times, you get lackadaisical and think that it's sweet. So, I think far as that, but yeah, man, but one thing I want to say this too before I get out of here is that a lot of times, everybody's too much for fame and too much for fortune these days. Sometimes you got to understand and appreciate a person while they're there. Understand, like I say, even if Bud was going to fight a Eubanks, if he's going to fight Eubanks, you still going to get a delight out of watching Bud. He goes about his work in a way that's tactful. Like I'm going to say Mayweather's too. He go by his work is tactful. It's a learning experience while you on there. You know what I'm saying? So these guys, we gotta understand, we gotta appreciate these guys, and You know, back in the days, you know, these guys had showcase fights. You know, I like to say like Sweet Pea, how he fought Gary Jacobs, and how he fought I can't think of their names now, but you know, they like showcase fights. You know, these guys ain't, you know, but you look at when I go rushing home, I ain't looking at who he fighting. I'm looking Sweet Pea fighting tonight. So I'm going to go see Sweet Pea go about his work, you know, and you know, things like that. So I think we gotta learn to
Remember, Joe Louis
watch
and Sugar Ray
watch these guys
Robinson.
and appreciate these guys as they perform, you know.
Yeah. Remember, Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Robinson, they had Bum of the Month at one point in time.
Yeah, Joe Louis did. He sure
Mm-hmm.
did. And then he got with Billy Conn. But like I say, you know, even Mike Tyson, you know, when Mike Tyson was coming up, you know, you didn't care about who was fighting. You just want to see him go about his work, you know. And like I say, when the fight get big, or you know, it'll come about. But like I say, you know, like I say, when I think about a guy, I think like Tank. You know, he had enough of those fights. Now we want to put you in there with a guy like, you know, when Joe Louis fought Billy Conn was a stud. You understand? And it wasn't no really high heavyweight contenders at the time. So he was fighting the stud at light heavyweight. You know, and the list goes on. You know, Oscar De La Hoya, he fought John Molina. He fought Daryl Coley. He fought you know, Daryl Tyson. He fought all these guys, you know, good guys. But you know, then he had to fight the Trinidads. He had to fight the I Cortez. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So, you know, it's just it's you got to watch these guys perform. You know, you got to understand that what they do. You know, like I say, I like to see those guys perform. I like to see Oscar De La Hoya perform. I like to see Cortez. I like the way he went about his jab. You know, like I say, you know, I like the way they fight. You know, I want to see the way they fight. And then again, when somebody arises, a challenge, so to speak, then of course we want to see that.
Yeah, I was saying a fight that I want to see Bud in too. I would like to see him fight Jamal Charlo for that belt, for the WBC middleweight belt. What you
Yeah,
think
and it's a
about that?
shame the way they do Jamal Charlo, you know, and I understand the way these fighters, I can understand their plight and the way they're thinking sometimes, you know, but it got to be strategic thinking because, like I say, they just stripped him on all the titles except the Ring Magazine. Now I hope the Ring Magazine don't strip him because they supposed to be they supposed to be above all that. They supposed to have a more integrity within themselves, but everybody else, they didn't strip them all the titles. Well, all the stuff Jamel Charlo has been doing, all the stuff he's a career 54 pounder. You gonna strip a guy like that because he went up and tried to be great and failed. You know what I mean? To strip him of the titles, that's just terrible. You know what I mean? But again, I was saying this too, is that you true a story that it could be that, you know, he never lost at 54. Well, lost to Tony Harrison, but it's almost, you know, but it's almost perception is a thing too. You know, perception is a thing too, and him coming off that loss and not even putting up an effort. You know what I'm saying? Is like you know, but he is the true champion. He is the lineal champion. He is the true champion at 154. And you know, if it, you have to give it credit, but it's almost like, you know, you don't want that to keep following you. You know, in your next fight, in a big fight like that, I wouldn't want that to follow us. They every time they talking about is him losing to Canelo or not trying against Canelo. I'd rather him come off like I say, like Anthony Joshua is now, right? They ain't talking about him throwing the belts down with Usyk. They ain't talking about him how he lost to Andy Ruiz. They ain't talking about all that. They talking about what he been doing lately, right? Knocking out Otto Wallet, knocking out this Ngannou now. See, now he got like a thing. So now it's like they putting a renewed interest, like maybe he could beat Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? So definitely it'd be a good fight. You know, Charlo ain't no slouch. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's the lineal champion, and you know, if we beat him, no matter what, he is been a long reigning champion, and it'll be a feather in our cap. But like I say, with the perception, you know, that's why I was going with Zoo, because Zoo, who's been making a name for himself outside of his father, you know, he's been putting on decent performances, good performances, and seem to be getting better with every time. You know, so you know, he beat a high guy like Mendoza, you know what I'm saying, who coming off that sensational win off of Fendura. He beat the former champions like how you gotta be, beat the former champions like everybody usually do. He beat Tony Harrison. and it's in the like. So that would be a good fight for us too, but anything, any of them guys will do. You know what I'm saying? And I truly mean this, like I say, because I'm a boxing fan. Just enjoy Bud Crawford while going along, because again, he's a technician in there. He's a technician there. I was watching Mayweather, man. I know, and they keep saying, I told Bud the other day, I say, now they mentioning you, Bud, with Mayweather. I said, it's like I say, I watched him against Sosa, and Sosa gave him a hard fight. If you go back and watch that fight with Victoriano Sosa and Floyd Mayweather, it was a tough fight. He had already lost to Paul Spadafora. I think he might have lost to one other person before. I think he had 2 losses. Sosa did. But he was a good fighter. And he was a spirited fighter. So, Floyd had to work in that fight. But you seen the adjustments Floyd made. You seen just the craftiness that it took, to be the best who he is. Floyd, the best. That's why he the best. And so like I say, you got to enjoy these guys, man. Enjoy them, man. Enjoy what you're seeing, because again, like even a guy like Tank, he hasn't fought quote unquote the best guys that we want to see him at this stage of his career, which is the T.O.s, the Tanks, the Shakurs, the Devins, but you seen that in him when he beat Pedraza, because Pedraza was a killer, when he beat him, and he was a young guy coming up and inexperienced, so to speak. So, Tank is that guy. He's a guy that he could be a great. He's a great in the making. He's when you watching him, you watching something special when you watching him. So enjoy these guys, man. You gotta enjoy these guys, man. All of them though, all of them. I think that definitely Shakur is special. They're giving him a lot of flack off his last fight, but if you really watch the fight, and just like they say about Mayweather, these guys wasn't running. Nobody stands in there and just stands toe to toe and just come out and just punch, and they don't do that. But if you go watch Shakur, he didn't run from that guy, man. He stepped to that guy plenty of times. He made that guy flinch out of his way from feints. You know what I'm saying? He sidestepped this guy. But and I want to say, like with Devin, a guy who just made up his mind at a young age he wanted to be a boxer, and he excelled in the amateurs, and then he turned pro at a young age, and he learned on the job, and he's just getting better. This is like I was just saying about how Jake Paul is right now. He want to be a fighter. In America, you could do everything you want. You could be whatever you want. You could just one day you could just say, I want to do this. You put your mind to it, you could do this. But like I say, Devin Haney, he been believing this, that I want to be great, that I want to be this, that I want to be that, and he been putting the work in to do that. And he's been getting better. You know what I mean? So, like I say, he might not have the natural talent like the Tank or like Shakur. You know what I mean? But he's been working. And he's working at his craft. And I said this too. I say like he learned that from Mayweather's, from being around Mayweather's. Too bad that they into a feud, but he learned that from him. To work. To steady work. To keep going to that gym, to keep practicing your craft, to get better. So, like I say, so to see all these guys, and you got to appreciate these guys, man. We got to really appreciate these guys, man.
Absolutely. What do you expect Tim Tszyu to beat Keith Thurman, or how you see that fight playing out, Keith Thurman and Tim Tszyu?
I would hope that Tim Tszyu beat him. I think Keith Thurman, and I'm just talking, you know what I'm saying? I think he wasted a lot of time by not fighting. He got that big payday with Pacquiao, I'm assuming, and he fizzled out.
Keith Thurman fought 3 times in 7 years now.
Yeah. But and then he shot himself in the foot by talking about the WBO. So now he's not fighting for the title. You know what I mean? So I will hope that Tszyu wins. I'm hoping that Tszyu wins, because like I say, then maybe we could fight Tszyu for the title. That'll make us a 4-division champion, or challenge for a 4th division title. If Keith Thurman wins, like I say, Tszyu, he'll be on the losing end. He'll still have a title, but it won't ring as loud as it does now. And fighting Keith Thurman would do nothing for us, even though he beat Tszyu, but it's no title. You know what I mean? To be on the line, and that's what we're trying to trace, more accolades. And Keith Thurman never gave us a shot when he had a chance, and still wasn't trying to give us a chance, or in between, after the Pacquiao fight. So, I'm really hoping for Tszyu. I think he carries himself like a fighter. I think he takes his craft serious. And I think Keith Thurman, I've been seeing him put up all this old shit. I want to comment on it, say, stop putting up old shit. Cause you ain't look like nothing in your last fight. Stop putting up old shit. You putting up shit. It is you, but stop putting up old shit. You ain't got nothing to put up new. You know what I'm saying? And so like I say, Keith Thurman, I respect his ability as a fighter. Like I say, I respect his like I say, I say it every time, how he run around the ring after he get hurt to stay into the fight. I believe he's a warrior, but he talks too much. Sometimes, you get this platform, they put a mic in front of your face. Sometimes you just got to be quiet or keep it simple, and he never fails to do that. So I'm hoping that that Zoo wins the fight.
Yeah, I never understood the whole where he's talking about downplaying the WBO, because that just don't make sense to me, seeing as though the WBO has been a major sanction belt before Keith Thurman was born. So when he says that the WBO, he don't respect the WBO belt. The WBO belt has been a major sanction belt before he was born. Yes, it was the last one to come and be considered one of the 4 major sanction belts, but it came into existence before Keith Thurman was born. So I just never understood why he's trying to. I believe this, and I said this. I believe that he downplayed the WBO title just to not fight Bud, but now. Since he did that, he got to continue on. You know how they say once you tell a lie, you got to continue telling lies. Now he got to the point where he downplayed it when Bud had it instead of fighting Terrence Crawford for the belt. And now he got to the point where he got to continue on saying that the WBO belt is don't matter to him, because otherwise we're going to realize, well, you only did that not to fight Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, and like I said, the WBO is the title is made by the champion, the champion. And like I say, they got off to a rough start, but great champions have held that title, whether it's Prince Nassim, Barrera, a lot of great fighters hold that title, So they made it into one of the top 4, and given the fact that all of them have been suspect at one point or time, you know what I'm saying? It could be, all of them had they ups and downs, but it is a recognized title. I think we don't need any more, the IBO or the WBU, and I don't think we need any of those. And I don't think none of the fighters really that never really resonated with any of the fighters, because first you had 3 to get, you know what I mean? Then you got a 4th one. So I don't think, it was incumbent on any other fighter, a great fighter, to really hold that title and try to make it into something, because you already got fucking 4 that you're trying to accomplish. But yeah, man, I think you hit it right on the nail on the head, that he didn't want to fight Bud for whatever reason. And it is what it is. So that's why I say he bad for boxing. I think a guy like Zoo carries himself well, trying to follow not only in his father's footsteps, but trying to make it on his own. You never really you never hear him about his father. You don't even hear Casa Zoo nowhere. Casa Zoo don't be nowhere with him when he trained, or you know what I mean? It's not like you don't even really think of Casa Zoo when you think of Tim Zoo. You know what I mean? So like I say, I hope that I'm really pushing for Zoo to win the fight. But if Keith come out and do his thing, win the fight, then I would expect him to go maybe fight a Charlo or something, or fight somebody to probably get a title or something like that. But that's just it. It just is what it is.
Do you see Errol Spence being able to bounce back?
You said what now?
Do you see Errol Spence being able to bounce back?
I would think so. With all the other stuff that he's done, he's bounced back from. I would expect him to. But again, these guys now, I mean, they just, this generation, can I say that? I'm sound like an old man, but they're just so fragile. The people love you even when you lose. That's how you know. That's how you know you really love. When you win it, you never know if they really love you or not. But when you lose, that's how you know that's how you know who in your corner. And him or Charlo has yet to be anywhere to be seen to where the boxing public can gravitate to him, can you know, can try to embrace them in a way. You know, they've been in hiding. You know what I'm saying? And so I would hope that he could bounce back. You know, I wouldn't see no reason why he couldn't bounce back. I think that, you know, the mistakes that he obviously was making, he could correct them. You know what I mean? With just, you know, time in the gym. I would think, you know, really just falling over, you know, small things that he could fix. You know, I would hope that he would do that, but you know, I never had that kind of money neither though. And I don't think the fighters back then had that kind of money. So when you got, you know what I mean, to make $1 million, them guys had to fight, I don't know how many years, you know what I mean, just to make $1 million if they made that in a career. So, you know, when he's talking about tens of millions of dollars, you know, I don't know how hungry, you know, a guy would still be after tens of millions of dollars. And, you know, I think that from being just pampered, you know what I mean, from always being told yes, or you're great and you're this, you know what I mean, don't have the resolve to, you know, to stand up for it. You know what I mean? You know, but you know, it's all ultimately in him. You know what I mean? No matter what Derek James tell him or his father is being with him, you know, it's all ultimately up to him, you know, to do that. But I would hope that he would come back. You know, like I say, I became a fan of his at the same time, you know, make me even love him even more, you know, after the fight. But he did put a damp on me when he tried to say that he was hurt or his eye or something, and that's why he wasn't seeing the hooks and this and that, and you know, different things like that. So I mean, sometimes, you know, you just be quiet. You know, it's nothing else to be said. You know, like Shakur. See, I love Shakur because I think, you know, when you're trying to be a great or be somebody, you have to, when those times come, you have to embrace those times. You know what I mean? That's how, you know, you have to embrace those times. So like Shakur, he come up under all that scrutiny, but he didn't really blame it on his hand, or, you know, even though his hand was hurt and everybody knew it, even Mark Kriegel knew it, but he couldn't come out and say it beforehand. You know, Bud told me that his hand was hurt before the fight. You know, he had so much going on, but he not really blaming on his hand. He's mindful. He understands the criticism and he want to come back and be better. You know what I mean? Now he didn't take a loss in the ring with the punches, but he's been getting beat up constantly in the media. You know what I'm saying? Which, like Elijah Muhammad said, you know, that can be just as worse as any narcotic. You know, reading your own press clippings can make you too big headed, or you know, listen to everything somebody say can, you know, can like really take you down. You know, these guys, these people, these celebrities, you know, when they getting constantly beat down, it affects them. You know, and they the superstars. They the ones that, you know what I mean. So it's a mental aspect with that, you know, and it's just, you know, it's his mental capacity. But like I say, I wish the best for him. I hope that he come back. You know, he beat all them other odds. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be blessed. You know, it was no disgrace. It was no disgrace. You know, it was no disgrace. You know, when you fighting the best, it's no disgrace in losing to the best. You know what I mean? It's no disgrace. And again, I point out to like I said, you got a Wilfredo Gomez. You know, he took a beating against Salvador Sanchez. You know, he was knocking out everybody. He had 17 title defense. He had 17 knockouts. You know, and so to come from a god to feeling like a god and to be brought down. I mean, you know, Wilfredo Gomez, he came back and had a decent career after that. You had Floyd Patterson. You know, he come back after getting knocked out in Jamar Johansson. You know, you had Lennox Lewis who went and cried. You know, you had even Mildred Taylor took a beating up when Chavez, you know, was a tough fight, but you know, come back and won the welterweight title. You know, you had Bo get stopped in the Olympics by Lennox Lewis, come back and be a world champion. You know, you got other fighters, you know, to take dramatic loss. Even Kasazu got knocked out by Vince Phillips, and you know, he come back and be a undisputed champion. You know, so you know, it's just you know, it's just you gotta. That's why I think it's good to watch history, to look at history as a boxer, because again, you know, these are the guys that you look up to, like Tyson. You know, you want to emulate these guys, not only by how they fight, but how they live, you know? So
yeah, I mean, Tommy Hearns got knocked out by Sugar Ray Leonard, came back and knocked out Duran.
Exactly. Duran got knocked out by Tommy Hearns. I mean, cold out, fell on his face and came back and beat Iran Barkley, man. You understand?
Exactly.
He quit. He got beat mentally. He got beat down for quitting against Sugar Ray Leonard. They said he quit. You know, so again, when you look to guys like that, it should give you some type of comfort. You know what I mean? You're not alone. You know, it's not you. And I try to tell my son this too. My son, he's 10 years old, and he played basketball. And you know, if he don't make a shot, or if it's this, he gets down himself. I say, son, you just 10 years old, and we just watched Kobe airball how many times in a pro game, in an NBA? You've seen so many of these great players, you know, not always meet their expectations or their standards. So, you know, you have to just have that resolve in you to come back, you know, and you know what I'm saying? It's just it's that mental attitude, you know, and again, you know, like you say, if you watch that George Foreman, that legendary nights with heavyweights, I think it was the heavyweight one. He said it's the measure of the fighter is not just about what he do in the ring, but outside the ring, you know, how he do outside the ring. That's why George Foreman went up, because the way he carried himself outside the ring, you know, he had to humble himself, you know. Sugar Ray Robinson, the same thing, you know, when everybody thought he was down and out, and he come back, you know, he knocked out Gene Farmer, you know, that's what give him pound for pound, because he knocked that only time he knocked out somebody going backwards, I think, was Gene Tunney. Gene Farmer. You know what I mean? So it's so many other things that you know, it's just a mental aspect. And I think that more times, you know, when a person of any caliber, when they go up, it's never to make them go to the stratosphere is what they do outside the ring. If you look at any of them, it's what they do outside the ring, you know, what they do outside of their craft, you know, whether it be Michael Jackson, his humanitarianism, you know, like I say, Magic Johnson, his entrepreneurship. You know, it's those things that make you that glows you up in a way that, you know what I mean. So, you know,
absolutely,
your character,
right. Well, I appreciate you, champ. What you doing tonight, man? I want you to come back on tonight, man. I want to finish chopping it up.
Okay, well, send me a link and we'll do it.
All right, say less.
I appreciate you, Blue.
All right, I
yes,
appreciate
sir.
you. All right, King. Salute to my brother E313, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, shout out to Blue and Bernie. Salute to my brother E313, man. Yeah, y'all know I gotta I want to keep chopping it up with him, man. I know he at school, and I have I gotta go to this funeral. So we gonna chop it back up tonight. I'm gonna send him a link again tonight, man. Big Herm, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. Andy Cruz versus Abdullah Mason, who you got, or is Andy Cruz too experienced for him? They both hot at lightweight. Salute to my brother Big Herm. He answered that. We got my brother Warrior Class the third, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Salute Blue and Bernie. Bud versus Canelo would be like the old clash, like Meldrick Taylor, Julio Cesar Chavez. Facts, man. I want to see it, man. I'm telling you, and I told y'all guys before, Canelo Alvarez don't want to take the fight because he sees the style matchup. He don't want to be embarrassed. That's what it is. He get an opportunity to fight. How often do you get an opportunity in the sport of boxing to fight the 2 pound for pound, no doubt, best fighters, undefeated in their prime fighters from 2 separate generations back to back? That means you existed in both of their generations. That means you existed in both of their generations. Think about that now. He gets an opportunity to fight Floyd Mayweather. He lost. Now you get an opportunity to fight Terrence Crawford. The 2 pound for pound best fighters. Now, it's somewhat skipped, right? Because you got Andre Ward, but Terrence Crawford existed in Andre Ward's career as well. Because Andre Ward and Terrence Crawford are about the same age. Or Andre Ward's like 37. I don't remember. But Terrence Crawford is going to be 37 in September. So they existed in the same age, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me see. If I'm not mistaken, hold on. Let me check. Because Andre Ward and Terrence Crawford, they ain't too far apart in age, so they existed in the same era. Now, Terrence Crawford is more accomplished than Andre Ward. Now, Andre Ward is Olympic gold medalist and 2-division champion and unified champion. Andre Ward is 40. So Terrence Crawford will be 37. So they're just a generation behind. So you would say the Floyd Mayweather era, Andre Ward era, then the Terrence Crawford era. But what's the odds of Canelo Alvarez? Salute to Ronnie Shields, my brother in the super chat. Much love, brother. But what's the odds of you being Canelo Alvarez? You have the opportunity to fight two fighters from two separate generations. Floyd Mayweather started his career in 1996. You fought the best fighter from that generation, and you get an opportunity to fight the best fighter from this generation. You get an opportunity to prove that you're a better fighter because you didn't take the Andre Ward fight, you took the Floyd Mayweather fight, and now you get the Barbara D. Piece of Buses Queen. You get the opportunity to now beat the best fighter in this era. And guess what? You younger than all of them. Canelo had the opportunity to fight the three back-to-back generations. Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, Terrence Crawford. He got Floyd Mayweather, he lost. Andre Ward retired, he said he was too big. Now you get the Terrence Crawford opportunity. You got an opportunity to create and separate yourself as one of the generational best. You participated in both their generations and you're younger than both of them. You got an opportunity of a lifetime if you Terrence Crawford. You got to take it. But I got to go to his funeral. So I appreciate y'all coming through, starting up, holding your boy Blue down and showing me love. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. So all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Poor Prince. He don't want to get schooled. He don't want to get schooled.